What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got the finals of our final week before we start testing for the ban list, because it is in effect basically the weekend that we have a 3v3, so this is our last bit of testing pretty much. We're going to see Ukamon open up with the quick one choke. And a Davis after a Veemon's actually a pretty good start, especially if you're going to be getting mem choked like this. It's a good way to make sure that you're not passing over a crazy amount whilst getting that mem resetter. Yuko with the rehatch after picking up one piece. I'm going to see the Jakuri come down. Numemon, no Satsuki loads. That's probably going to be a thing that we see less of in future. That said though, big fan of the strip and bounce with the Numemon. Can't be doing that without a Nume X underneath it. Looks like he drew into it after though, unfortunately for him. And there's going to be the Magna X established early. No awakening needed. And a Valkyriermon going to the bottom of the deck. Once again, rehatch. Yuko in the back and... yeah, next week, that will be the last one we see, but we know that's not going to be the case. We're going to slam the Nume to get the lingering -3. There's going to be a blocker there as well. Ooh, Monza X to then do lingering -8, which is going to be 11. So, and then Cherubi Ace. Goodness gracious me, does this clear? Wow, that's crazy. 5 memory is just enough. That is crazy. That is crazy. We're gonna get to strip out 2 and then bounce. I guess it doesn't matter. I would have probably preferred to see the get it, but I think anything off that hit was just insane. This is just, I don't know how you come back from this game. You're just gonna keep playing idiots down and just keep killing the board. We're gonna go Alliance 2 checks. Although, I don't know, that was probably asking to get the Digivolve. But I guess anything swinging into security would have been enough to get the Digivolve. You're going to float, swing, swing. And we apparently did not have game because, yeah, the Ukamon can't attack. There's no rush or anything. Nume X. Do we not have Satsuki Nume for game? Emily trying to map out her next turn, which is, you know, confidence, I guess. The Kokuamon though is just going to stop awakening, so there's absolutely no route back into game 2.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', tamers? We're back with Player Ammo once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink Player Ammo, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking Player Ammo before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands, but the no sugar approach for Player Ammo and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby. Whilst they are getting shuffled up, I do want to say a big old thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. You have the Mega, Justice Josh, and Ultimate here on YouTube, as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. For our ultimates, the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, 3 Strike Rule, and Bradley Rob. And then for our champions, we do have Shinikari, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, King of Knights, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, and Thomas Yates. Thank you, y'all, for the support, and thank you to Greatness Beam, Balfi, and Bonsai Beard. Looks like we're going to see pretty much a deja vu opening, as she's going to send a Magna X and a Flamedramon to the bottom. Ugh. I mean, the decision to not pick up the Magna X is an interesting one, but strip and bounce immediately get rid of the Kokuamon. I don't hate that. There goes Awakening. And I guess technically the Magnamon going raw into like Magna X isn't ignoring Digivolution requirements, it is actually just an alternate Digivolution cost. So that will still work, it just costs the full 5. But still, the Nume getting to play all the best floodgates is kind of crazy. -3k and the sec -1, of course. Do you just drop a death? No, you can't drop a Death X because there is a Chikurimon. But if you strip and bounce out, well, stripping out the Numemon is pretty big. Swing, just confirming. Well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get the pop. Blue Moon Boost, not picking up the Magnet X. Maybe not expecting that Magna to make it back to her is the thing, so has to actually keep the falls down. I feel like the Cherubi is just the easy pick here. The Cherubi was so big. The Cherubi was absolutely massive for him in the first game, so I wouldn't be surprised if we actually kept hold of that. Game 1 was so strong, and honestly, Monze X hitting the board here should probably just be, not game, but like close to it, right? Gonna take the block to take the Ukamon off. Gonna swing into security, which will then attempt to pop an 8k, because it is still 8k thanks to the Magnamon? Well, thanks to the Demi-V even. It's late, apologies gang. I've been, you know, I'm employed, it's very cool. And then I came home and baked. Gluten-free baking is hell. If anyone has any ideas to help things be less dry, please let me know, because I am fighting the Sahara Desert. I'm not surprised to see just the -3k applies straight to the 2-color Veemon. It just makes it so it's a little bit more difficult for her to actually extend in these situations. 4 memory plus a boost does give her a lot, and honestly, now at this point, I wouldn't hate a Death X drop, but I also wouldn't mind seeing, if there was the starter deck Magna, seeing the starter deck strip out the Numemon source would be sick, but I think at this point you actually might just have to drop the Death X. Choosing to go for the Magnet X instead, I don't hate it. It does make a stupidly big wall, but I think there's value in clearing. There is value in clearing a shitload of bodies. And this is the thing I'm afraid of, because she's +7 now, but this is going to be a lingering 10. So she'll be down to 3k on her turn, and then Cherubi X will clear at the start of next turn. So there it is. Not even start of next turn, just straight up clear. This, okay, now you drop. Now you have. Oh, but this isn't going to clear the Monze X, that's the problem. I think she's now a turn late. I mean, please drop Death X. Why are we not? Oh, because the Chikuri came down. Yeah, this is why the Death X should have come down the turn before. I think she's just too far behind in this situation. If she dropped it the turn before, yes, it could have come down, but it would have stopped something. And we're not going to be seeing any Magnas in security, so unfortunately it is not meant to be. So that's going to be a pretty clean 2-0 here, as Numemon is going to be showing why it was the main focus of the ban list. This will be the last time we'll be seeing it at full power, so you know what? If you're happy to see this deck gone, make sure to hit like on the way out. Give me, I don't know, your favorite emoji and a tip on gluten-free baking if you're as so wise. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.